717 Credit Union CEO John Demmler shares how his life experiences shape his leadership as the credit union expands its reach across northeastern Ohio, while NFIB data shows small business optimism slipping amid continued labor challenges. Those stories and more on today's Daily Buzz.
The Daily Buzz is brought to you by 717 Credit Union. 717 Credit Union. Savings power to give your business an extra boost. Business savings, certificates, and business money market. 717 Credit Union. Make your money work as hard as you do. Check out our business money market and CD rates at 717cu.com/rates.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Mike Moliterno. 717 Credit Union President and CEO John Demmler says his leadership approach was shaped long before he took the top job in 2023. He shared his perspective during Leadership Akron's signature 42 Business Innovation and Entrepreneurship program held Wednesday at the Duck Club at 717 Credit Union Field, home of the Akron Rubber Ducks. Demmler and the credit union are working to expand membership in Portage, Summit, and Stark counties. Demmler grew up in southeastern Ohio in a family of modest means. He recalls buying his first home for $60,000 and learning the hard way that unexpected closing costs could drain a buyer's savings. He says that experience influenced 717 Credit Union's decision not to charge closing fees on mortgages, including fees often added by other lenders.
And not just the made-up fees, right? The underwriting, processing, that kind of stuff. But we don't even charge for the appraisal. We don't charge for title insurance fees because I think it creates a barrier to home ownership that we don't want to have. And so that is something when you're in a position to create products and services, the first thing we ask is, what would we want this to be if it was a product or service that we're using? And it really changes the dynamic.
Demmler says he overcame a low high school GPA and went on to earn 4 bachelor's degrees, an MBA, and later a law degree. He pursued law after a conversation with J.P. Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, who advised him that the degree would help him stand out while he was working for the company in Chicago.
And he looks at me and he goes, nobody cares about an MBA. And so he said, if you want to have differentiate yourself, go to law school. So I never intended to be an attorney. I went to law school because Jamie Dimon said I should go to law school.
Demmler says he learned from strong mentors as well as from leaders who demonstrated the kind of manager he did not want to become. He emphasizes treating employees as people, hiring the most talented candidates, and seeking perspectives that reflect the communities a financial institution serves.
Our focus has been a lot on making sure that our membership, because if you're not even attracting a diverse membership, you're missing out on something. So our philosophy is to make sure that our membership reflects the communities that we serve. And then we want to make sure that our employees reflect the communities we serve. We want to make sure that our leadership reflects the communities that we serve. And when you do that, I think you create you gain the insight into perspectives and ideas and stuff that can catapult an organization forward.
You can read more in Deanne Johnson's story on our website. Real estate and lending professionals say the Mahoning Valley's housing market continues to struggle with affordability and limited supply, even as home values rise across the region. In a preview of the Business Journal's upcoming Housing Mortgage Roundtable, industry leaders report that low inventory, an aging housing stock, and higher construction costs are keeping many first-time buyers from purchasing homes.
There are certain brackets that I do think we could see more inventory in, and that would be in that first-time home buyer range kind of housing for those that are wanting to buy that American dream.
Entry-level homes that are under $200,000 in our market. That's the majority of homes that are on the market right now, but the issue with them is that they are built in the 60s, so they need all those major things done. They need the furnace, the roof, the condition that they're in. So these first-time home buyers might not have the funds to be able to do that. Yes, the price point might be affordable, but the improvements might not be.
We have builders and developers that want to be able to provide new housing. We see it in mostly Canfield area, some in Boardman that is taking place as well. But in the Mahoning County, there are a lot of things that go into a developer and builder's cost. One of them being the infrastructure. As I said, if it's not there, it's very hard for that developer to go up against the EPA, the wetlands. There are just so many regulations that we work on a regular basis down in Columbus to try to get deregulated for these developers and builders.
The full discussion will be available in the December issue of the Business Journal. And the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index fell 0.6 of a point in October to 98.2, but the reading remained slightly above the index's 52-year average. The NFIB Uncertainty Index dropped 12 points to 88, its lowest level of the year. NFIB says small business owners reported feeling less uncertain about the future, even as overall optimism declined. Labor quality remained the top concern for employers. In October, 27% of small business owners said finding qualified workers was their most significant problem. That figure rose 9 points from September and was the highest since November 2021. Labor quality ranked 11 points above taxes, which was the second highest concern. According to NFIB's monthly jobs report, 32% of small business owners had job openings they could not fill in October, unchanged from the previous month. Sales trends weakened in October. A net negative 13% of owners reported higher sales over the past 3 months, a 6-point decline from September. Expectations for real sales also slipped, falling to a net 6%. And that is going to do it for today's Daily Buzz. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you'd like to dive deeper into any of these stories, links are available in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mike Moliterno.
$717 Credit Union. Savings power to give your business an extra boost. Business savings, certificates, and business money market. 717 Credit Union. Make your money work as hard as you do. Check out our business money market and CD rates at 717cu.com/rates.